There are so many big baby whiners in the Funko Pop community. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the Gastlecast. We're glad you're there. You get the right time. We got an all-time high. Funko's hot toys and charms on mine. Stick around, like, comment, and be sure to subscribe because life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. And remember, at these hallowed walls, we are together. Yes.
Warning, this video may contain harsh language that triggers Funko Pop collectors, especially the big babies.
And no, we're not talking about the toddler babies. We're talking about the baby whiners in the Funko Pop community. There's a lot of them.
I'm pretty certain every single Funko Pop collector has been there at some point in their collecting career.
We've all complained. I've gotten in fights with Heather because we missed out on something on Funko Shop. Do you remember the one time that you didn't go for the Captain Crunch Funko Pop on Funko.com? You remember that?
Yeah, because you don't even eat Captain Crunch.
You had the chance to buy it. What were you doing?
Where were you?
And then there's the one time that Heather traded one of my Funko Pops away to get something that she wanted. Remember that?
I asked you first, and you said yes.
Still not cool with that.
Okay, what about the time that I traded to get you all these cool pops and they were all in good shape, but then the one time you traded for something for me, it was that headless Herschel that was run over by a bus, sat in the Bahamas next to the equator for 10 years, and got trampled by a stampede of armadillos.
Okay, we both know the armadillo part was bullshit, and you were right at the beginning of this video. It's triggering the out of me. So in this video, we're going to talk about all the different types of weenie whiners, and you're one of them. You're watching the video, you collect Funko Pops most likely, you have weenie whined in the past at some point. We all have.
All of us.
Especially you. I've seen you weenieing and whinying and weenie whinying.
You better shut up before I make you.
So we've seen weenie whiners out there in the Funko community, especially the people who do not like box damage. Even the most minuscule box damage out there.
What do you mean?
Sometimes there's box damage that you barely can see, and somebody out there is pointing that out. It's a cardboard box. What are you expecting? It can't be perfect. It's cardboard.
It better be perfect or I'm going to raise hell. I just got my Doc Ock from Amazon in. Want to see some bullshit? Look at the box damage.
I don't see any box damage.
Right there.
Oh my God! Are you seeing this box damage?
Hold on, let me get it a little bit closer.
Oh my God,
Look.
no!
Right there.
Fuck!
So do you remember when we opened our very first Funko Pop?
Right around the time we were doing a Funko Photo a Day challenge.
Because remember we started those and they were all in box?
Yes, because I was scared to damage my Funko Pop box.
I remember you cringing really hard when I very gently did one of like these, trying to get it out. Like you cringed. I thought you were gonna crawl out of your skin.
It was a glow-in-the-dark Captain America from the Winter Soldier film that's worth like $400 now.
Okay, but it wasn't worth that much at the time, number one. Number two, I don't even think that was the one. And number three, people are crazy.
People are crazy and they really care about their boxes, and I understand that. I understand worrying about boxes because we want them to be in good shape so they hold value.
I totally understand where people want a decent box, but there are the people who get really upset over the most ridiculously minor things. I think it's a bit too much. It's hard for me to judge though because I'm almost fully out of box right now unless the pop is signed. And in that case, I do look for a good box, but if I love the Funko Pop and it has a little bit of damage, I feel there are definitely times to complain, like when someone wraps your Funko Pop in literally just a bubble mailer or a big box with no bubble wrap at all.
Oh, that's not good, Heather.
Or I saw a new one the other day. Someone wrapped somebody's Funko Pop in bubble wrap, stuck the sticker on it, and sent it.
Holy sh**.
Not even in a box. We received this Grogu in the mail the other day. there's a little bit of damage at the top, but that's not something that I would return something over, me personally at least. But then when we turned it around and saw this, we were like, we should probably return this.
Yeah, that's not good, and Amazon is notorious for sending boxes that are damaged because typically they get a lot of returns that are damaged like this, and then they just ship it out to the next person who buys the said Funko Pop. It's a bunch of bullshit, really.
It is.
But at the end of the day, everybody has their own definition of box damage. To Heather, a little scrape means nothing, but maybe to me or somebody else out there, a scrape means everything. Depending on how people feel about their box damage, they might freak the out. I've seen people receive Funko Pops that don't look so damaged to me. And they show us photos, just like that Dr. Octopus Funko Pop, showing a minor crease. After the many years of Heather and I collecting these Funko Pops, we've learned that a little box damage isn't so bad.
No.
I mean, as long as the whole back isn't falling off like that Grogu.
Okay, what about impatient collectors?
Impatient collectors are the worst!
I have seen so many people purchase like a Funko Shop drop on a Monday and then already be asking by Wednesday, hey, did anybody get a shipping notification?
I mean, you got to give these people time to ship, especially when you're doing things like trades. I've seen a lot of trades happen where after the second day, if the person didn't say it's actually already in the mailbox, people are literally lighting them up and posting them all over various Funko groups.
Yeah, and accusing them of scamming when people do have things that come up in their personal lives. Then there are actual scammers who will say that and then say it again.
Yeah, so we can't really discuss that topic so much. That's like an entirely different video. But it's true, you do have to watch out for scammers.
And then like 5 weeks later, you still don't even have your pop.
But if
they have theirs.
But if the people that you're trading with actually have a background, people know them, people are vouching for them. So the best thing I can tell you and the person you're trading with, make sure that you're communicating very well. But the impatient people that I hate the most are the people who are complaining constantly that the small pop shops are not shipping their Funko Pops in time.
It is incredibly agitating. We have said it many, many times before. Funko, as well as the big box stores, typically get their products in before the smaller guys. And Funko will probably tell you all day long, no, we aren't playing favorites, blah, blah, blah. But you know that they are.
Absolutely.
I mean, Target probably spends millions of dollars in Funko products.
Absolutely. They're spending a lot more money, which is why Funko wants to get it to them first. So a lot of these smaller Funko Pop shops are a little bit behind the game when it comes to getting the commons and the specialty series and everything else. So you have to wait a little bit. But in turn, you're helping a small pop shop.
And not only that, but the smaller shops are the ones that do the chase bundles, whereas if you purchase from Walmart, you're most likely not going to get a chase.
A prime example is one of our sponsors, PoppinOffToys.com. They literally have everything, and when something new goes on sale and they have the pop bundles, I am the first to be on their website to order them.
It has been really, really rough for these smaller retailers since the pandemic started because apparently what I've heard from multiple shop owners is that Funko is like splitting up their shipments, like their manufacturers are splitting up their shipments.
Oh, that's up.
Remember the Vision, is it the 50s Vision? Okay.
From WandaVision.
That came out, some of them. And then like months and I'm talking like 9 months later, we started to see more show up on the shelves.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, that's happening with everything. The Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage pops, I know we hate those.
I don't know if that's a good
but
example,
listen to me,
Heather.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Those are starting to show up again.
Can I just do it? Trash!
But remember, those came out like around the time of the movie, and now they're starting to show up a little bit more again because apparently something with the shutdowns and everything that's happening is causing these factories to do their things in batches. And the small shops are definitely not on the top of Funko's list.
Sometimes Funko sends these Funko Pops to everybody, but sometimes smaller shops are a little bit more behind. And if bundles are shipped out separately and they only are getting 3 of the Funko Pops out of the 5, that means you're going to have to wait a little while. But I never understand why people are so concerned about waiting, because Funko Pops virtually sit on your shelf. They don't do anything. They serve no purpose other than sitting on your shelf, and they just are cool to look at.
Could you imagine writing a really angry email to somebody, say, "Dear small pop shop, I need my toy. F*** you.
Whoa.
your mom.
Oh my God.
Every single person that you know.
Oh my God.
Get me my pop or else.
Mother.
And then you have to come up with some sort of crazy reasoning as to why you need your Funko Pop. And the only reason is literally to set it on your shelf. I'm a doctor. I'm delivering a baby tomorrow. And that Spider-Man Funko Pop is going to help me get that baby out of there.
I need some mystery minis to put between my grandma's toes so the corns will stop growing.
The only reason people want Funko Pops delivered to them right now is to put them on their shelves and to flex. They want to post a picture online and type a little thing on Instagram and say, oh, look what I got. Nobody cares.
I'm showing off my muscles. How about people that miss Funko drops and complain all over social media about it?
Or beg for sympathy in hopes that someone got an extra and they'll help them out because they really feel bad for that person.
Help them at retail though.
And helping each other in any community is what it is all about. I love the Funko community. I love to help people at retail. But when someone tells me some bullshit made up sob story, I keep scrolling. My hamster tore its ACL 2 weeks ago, and it was having surgery at the exact same moment that that pop dropped.
How's he doing? Is he back on his feet?
I don't have a hamster. Can you not ask me this?
I need to know if he got back on that wheel.
I don't have a hamster.
Is he on the wheel or not, Heather?
Not yet, but he will be soon, the vet assured me.
Okay, I gotta ask you a very good question. Does he, and I don't want you to answer yet, I'm gonna give you either or both. Does he have a miniature wheelchair? And or does he also happen to have miniature crutches that are hamster sized? If yes to both, I'm gonna lose it.
No, he just has a little cast.
It's actually pretty good. You touched me, and not in the inappropriate way. I just want you to know that.
I signed it.
You signed his cast? Is his name Mr. Biscuits? Tell me his name is Mr. Biscuits.
No, it's Mr. Floofy Pants. I signed it. I said GWS. I mean, it's a really small.
You don't have enough
cast.
room.
That stands for Get Well Soon.
Oh my God.
And then I said, my boy. Get well soon, my boy.
MB.
I wrote all of my boy.
So who else is going to sign his cast? You took up the whole damn thing.
Nobody. They're getting him a card.
Oh, this whole story's just gone downhill. I don't like this at all. You ruined his cast. There are a lot of people out there who complain when they missed it, and then they give all these stupid reasons just like that one. Why do that? There's no reason to tell us why you did not get said Funko Pop soda or whatever it is. Instead, go on the trek to find it. And you can find it by asking people at Gastlecast We Hunt Together, a great Facebook group where people are hunting together.
Yes, they are.
Mr. Floofy Pants. You're so proud of yourself. Look at her. Look at her face. No, just show them your face. Look how proud you are. That face right there isn't happy, sad, or just finding something funny. That is proud. Look at this smile. It's a proud smile.
If you miss out on something, it should never be, I'm gonna burn my entire collection. If you're gonna stop collecting, at least like sell them for some sort of profit.
Give them to a children's hospital or something.
We don't need a long sob story about what you were doing and how unfortunate it was that it was happening during that drop, or how that character is your favorite character of all time. All we need to know is, hey, I missed this pop. Is there anyone willing to help me out? That's it. That's all you need to say.
NFT haters are the worst. A lot of people are saying right now, I'm getting out of the Funko game because Funko is focused on NFTs.
Okay, let me be very clear because we're going to get a bunch of comments
I
about
don't
people
care.
calling us hypocrites.
Don't
Hold
care.
on. We've gotten comments where people have called us hypocrites, and people have said that we changed our mind because we realized that NFT content was getting views on YouTube. The coolest thing about being human, and especially about being an adult, guess what? We can change our minds. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. There are things that I loved earlier in life that I don't love anymore. For example, Furbies. They're creepy. Or there are things that I grew up hating that I love now. For example, zucchini.
Oh, yeah. I like zucchini as an adult, but as a kid, nope. As Heather mentions, yes, we were big weenie whiners about NFTs, but at this point in the game, we actually really like them. We changed our minds. But people out there threatening that they're getting out of Funko because of NFTs, that is absolute garbage. Actually, no, it's not. It's trash. NFTs bring a whole new dynamic to collecting Funko Pops. Funko hasn't stopped making everything else. They're still doing things. They're still dropping stuff on Funko Shop. They're also dropping commons, exclusives, con exclusives. Funko is still doing all the things that they were doing before, but now they're also doing NFTs.
Prime example, tomorrow starts Funkoween. It is a 3-day event where they are going to be announcing a ton of Halloween and horror related exclusives that you definitely want to keep up with. It's going to be amazing. I bet you there's not going to be an NFT announcement.
Probably not, and you're going to want to tune in over the next few days because we will be covering all of the Funkoween content.
Funko is not stopping doing what they're doing. They're just picking up something else. Remember when Funko had pint-sized heroes?
I do.
Did anybody say, oh, those little dumb things, I'm getting out of Funko because I don't like those?
No.
Do you want to know why?
Because pretty much everyone loved pint-sized heroes because they were amazing and they were small.
Okay, I don't really like pint-sized
Okay,
heroes.
fine.
They're okay, but they're not my favorite.
Okay.
But guess what? I just don't collect them. It's that simple. If you don't like something, don't collect it. You don't like sodas, don't buy them.
I think a lot of people were upset because Funko has focused their sights on NFTs for limited pieces. I think that's where the anger comes from. But if we're all Funko collectors and we like collecting Funko Pops and sodas and everything else, it shouldn't matter. Like, that should not matter.
No, it shouldn't, number one. And number two, hello, 5,000 count Grogu coming out for Star Wars Celebration.
I'm just so sick of people complaining about NFTs. Every video that we create, people are complaining in them. And that's fine to voice your opinion and everything, but people just poo-poo on them without even giving them a try.
We poo-pooed on them when we first learned about what they were until we actually figured out what they actually are.
And now we're making all sorts of NFT videos, like our awesome tutorial. If you want to know about NFTs, we made a tutorial. Go and watch it.
This dumb thing.
What's that dumb? This is cool. It's a stormtrooper. How could you say a stormtrooper? Okay, now you're just over the line.
I think it's pretty trash.
That's only a handful of types of Weenie Whiner Funko Pop collectors out there, and we'll make a video in the future discussing more, but we would like to know what you think of those collectors and more in the comment section down below, and please let us know, are you one of those people? Because it's okay, we all Weenie Whine one time or another. Let us know in the comment section down below of any type of collector that Weenie Whines that we might have missed.
I do know one that we missed. I hate Funko collectors that complain about weenie whining Funko collectors.
Those are the worst! In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to The Disgruntled Octopus, Steven Anderson, Celeste Crawford, Andy Veloff, Rachel Sager, You Muffed Up, Jonesin for Funko, Simon Crook, Kyle O'Brien, and Dylan Nakashima. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons from Patreon. You guys rock. All right, it's that time again. Remember, as always, we are together. Yes, we'll catch you next time.
Bye.